Magical, alien mind control. Pay no attention to the earworm. How to keep your mind from being controlled by extraterrestrials, aliens, the CIA, the Illuminati, etc. I have been hearing a lot of chatter lately about aliens controlling our minds. Mental health is a serious issue and I am by no means a qualified authority on this. I am only sharing what I do when I think my mind is being invaded by outside alien thoughts. I am not discounting actual extraterrestrial beings. I am trying to eliminate or discover other plausible explanations. I believe in telepathy damned straight, but the simplest answer is often the correct answer, or is it a red herring? Either way, the method seems to work for me when necessary. Besides, it doesn't sound like a firm alibi or excuse for errant behavior. If the aliens that are controlling your mind have introduced to you a pleasant, happy life, then you're probably not really concerned about it and think this is funny. It's always funny when it happens to someone else, but what if was happening to you? If the voices in your head tell you to do bad things, this is a concern. In order to ensure your sanity, we first need to eliminate all the possibilities. This is what I did anyway. I cannot afford the luxury of an actual therapist because it's expensive. So, I read and studied and applied, and this is what works for me. So, let's eliminate the possibilities one by one. Let's eliminate drugs, schizophrenia, and PTSD and other obvious issues immediately. If anyone is attempting to control your mind, it would be other humans. Mostly it comes from advertising and propaganda. They have studied this crap for years, and anyone in sales has applied the magical principles of persuasion at least once. They want you to ask your doctor if their drug is right for you. You might hear this commercial repeated often enough that it could actually cause you to think you have whatever the drug is supposed to cure. Psychosomatic illness is not uncommon. Healthy patients are bad for the pharmaceutical industry. Faith healing and healthy living in general is bad for the medical science economy. News is delivered with opine concerning ideological norms. There probably never was a time when journalism didn't take a position on an issue. Religion and politics all insist that they are right and the opponent is evil. Each one wants you to side with them, some vehemently. Red pills and blue pills, the struggle for your soul. Many conflicting things want your attention. It's overwhelming. To be honest, the reader must admit at least to themselves that you also use powers of persuasion on occasion. The urge to impose one's will on the environment and others is arguably a dubious trait found in humans. However, it is probably the one trait that is putting us on Mars. This same trait may also be connected with our ability and willingness, on occasion, to deceive each other. This is some of the knowledge we received from the reptilian portion of our peripheral nervous system. It is a survival trait evolved from natural selection or possibly from extraterrestrial mutation of the human psychophysiological machine we call our body. That is how commercial mundane world mind control works. Your dreams are more or less composed of data you collected during your waking phase. You talked about aliens today. You dream about aliens tonight, but you know all that. It could be, and this is just a possibility, the aliens which control your mind may be archetypes, or data analogs in your subconscious which are brought to your attention in this form because any other image is somehow not correct. The alien image means something to you. Something important in your subconscious perhaps is manifesting as an alien voice or thought. The body and mind are symbiotic. Your body is your host. You are its master. You're supposed to be anyway, but we develop habits of over or under eating, smoking, alcohol, sex, drugs, any number of ways in which we allow the body to control us. The mind affects the body and the body affects the mind. If you are in pain, you are unhappy. If you are experiencing pleasure, you are happy. Memories also can affect the body in the same way. Pleasant memories make you happy and unpleasant memories make you sad. Some still make you angry even after all this time. These are called triggers. What has worked for me after ruling out all other possibilities is to simply pay attention to what I am thinking. When a thought pops into your mind which you know is inappropriate, then try and see what in your thought process led to it. Is it truly your thought, or could the thought have been planted? Mindful awareness is a tool often overlooked by even the most seasoned of psychic veterans. Interaction with other beings can sometimes cause stress in the body. Inside your head you are screaming and your body knows this. So, you clench your fists perhaps and think really unpleasant thoughts. Whether a slight was personal or unintentional, it still affected you. These things play over in the mind, developing little neural ruts or chains of thought. You know this. You can feel this. Knowing this is the start of controlling it. And you cannot control, ensure stability/safety, your environment if you cannot control yourself. If you pay attention to it, it is reinforced and solidifies. If you recognize it for what it is, you can call it out, like calling a demon by its name before you go all Buffy on it and send it back to hell. Regardless of whether this is true or not, it is a good Zen exercise. Simply perform every action with as much awareness as you can, deliberately and gracefully, perhaps as an act of devotion to your deity, or knowledge of oneself. Because sitting in the lotus position while operating machinery or inputting data is inconvenient, especially while closing your eyes and chanting, you can make each movement an act of magic. Here is an insight to the I am as affirmation. Be aware of what you are doing. Be aware of why you are doing what you are doing. Be aware of how you are doing whatever it is you are doing. I am doing this action. I am turning the bolt. Whatever it is that you are doing, pay attention, scrutinizing every detail, attempting perfection. In this way your thoughts are focused. External unrelated thoughts may be checked this way because they are simply trash and waste product of the mind's rehashing of unpleasant events at some time in the distant past. To establish the mind as being aware of truth, you connect the truth with the action in reality. Your words confirm the truth. I am performing this task confirms the reality of the thought with the action. The author, Magical, is not a qualified psychologist or therapist in any fashion. Please seek the help of a qualified professional if you need to. However, I hope for this series of posts to help others as I explore myself and discuss dreams and other related things. So feel free to comment if you like, as I am always willing to learn. Tell your friends. Love, Magical.